Hey there YouTube, Boomerang507 here. I have a couple of tangents to go off on, and I have a small haul. First of all, I don't even know which Facebook group it was, but I bought a Dymo 450 Turbo thermal printer off of one of the Facebook groups, and let me tell you, that thing changed my life. If you don't have a thermal printer, seriously consider one. When I was shipping, I would print off the labels on paper, and you have to cut the sheet of paper in half and tape it to the package. Not only was I going through ridiculous quantities of packing tape, and I didn't think it took a long time to do that, but wow, since getting the thermal printer, holy crap, what a time saver. I love that stupid thing. So yeah, that made me really happy. Other tangent, a while back when Amazon restricted the grocery and health and beauty categories and maybe a couple others, I don't even remember, I figured I would be fine because I currently had groceries there. I thought, well, this is no problem. So I went to the store and bought some stuff and was getting ready to do my next Amazon shipment, and I get a message, this category is restricted. You can't sell here. Really? I was livid. I'm like, I have stuff in your warehouses, you morons. Yeah, I was really mad. And I let Amazon kind of go a little bit and really focused on eBay. I even canceled my pro seller account. But I was still getting payments every 2 weeks because I had stuff there. And my last payment was $12.47. Pretty pathetic. At least I was in the green, I guess, and not in the red. But I needed a new car. Well, I need a new car. I haven't got one yet. We kind of drove around the car lots tonight, and I don't know, I keep kind of going back and forth, and I like not having a car payment, but I really want something bigger. But I could get more for my money if I go with another car and not an SUV, and I don't know. But I realized that, my Amazon payments used to cover a car payment. So I decided I was going to go and apply for grocery, figuring, well, they could look back and see that I've successfully sold groceries before. I'm not sending them fraudulent groceries, or I don't even know, whatever. And it turns out they pulled their heads out of their butts, and I'm already approved. So, yay! So I went shopping, and I'll probably send off another box. I have to keep checking on my dog because she keeps trying to steal one of the items in my haul. So why don't we get to my haul? We'll show you the item that the dog wants to steal. Do you recognize this guy? Isn't he cute? I'll give you a hint. It's from a Disney movie. He only cost me $1. The movie is The Lion King. This is Zazu from The Lion King. I don't remember how much he goes for, but I always check out the plush. Just because they're usually pretty cheap, and sometimes you can find some really good stuff. So we'll have to hide him, because otherwise the dog will tear him up and rip him to shreds. I got cross-stitch kit. This is very 80s, very ugly, but it'll still go. I think I only paid $1 for it. This is probably definitely not a high dollar one, but you can't really find them anymore, so I always pick them up when I can find them. Got a puzzle roll-up, paid $2, goes for $15. I sell so many things for $15. I feel like I should have named my eBay store the $15 store. And I guess that's kind of another one of my tangents. Some people in the groups seem to find only high-end stuff. And that's really because of the area that they're in, partly. I find some high-end stuff, maybe not as often, but I'm also only part-time. And so that, that may change once I go part-time at my regular job and do this kind of full-time. But you really have to work with what you have. I went to a store, a thrift store one time where they had nothing on the housewares, glassware, electronic shelves, even the books. There was usually in a Goodwill or a Salvation Army, there's just a whole couple rows or a big section of books. This store had maybe 8 feet of bookshelf from floor to ceiling. It was ridiculous. And the shelves weren't even all full. I couldn't believe it. There was just nothing. But clothing, there was ridiculous amounts of clothing in that store. So I thought, wow, if this was my only thrift shop, I'd pretty much be stuck selling clothes, because that's about all there is. I mean, except for garage sales, and, you know, there are other avenues to source, of course. But thrift stores kind of have that convenience factor. It's like an indoor garage sale, only higher prices, especially lately. But I won't get off on that tangent. Anyway, so yeah, a $15 item. I'd rather sell $50 items or $100 items, but sometimes you just take what you can get. But speaking of $50 items, I did find one. I found this awesome Michigan vintage starter jacket. God, these were popular, weren't they? But yeah, this one goes for about $50. I paid $7. So cannot beat that. And I didn't look this particular item up. I paid $7 for it. But it's an Orvis. Nice fishing vest. Nice, really super heavy canvas. Lots of pockets. Typical of a fishing vest. And then the last item. This wasn't a very big haul. I can't even talk anymore. It's the end of the day. Work was hell today at my real job, and I'm just over it. But I found Realtree bibs. These suckers retail for $250. I paid $15. I will easily get $100 out of these bad boys. Hunting stuff is ridiculous money. Well, it's ridiculous money new. And guys will spend crazy amounts. Yeah, and these things are like perfect condition. Yeah, I was really excited to snag these. And it was kind of funny because the thrift store cashier was like, "Oh, you must have a hunter in the family." Sure, my husband is a big-time hunter. We get all our meat. Oh, it saves so much money on the grocery bill with all that meat in the freezer. I don't have a husband, but she doesn't need to know that. Anyway, oh, and you also might have noticed, I just noticed this in my little video. I got my light kit from the Amazon Lightning deal the other day. Although I was kind of bummed out when I saw Scrapperella post basically the same kit for like half the price. But that's about what I paid because I had Amazon gift cards anyway from Swagbucks. So I was good there. Anyway, that's kind of my going 15 different directions. I have a lot of listing and photographing, and I think I've got a bunch of measurements to take and a little organization to do. So I need to get working. But thanks for watching, and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe.